series on the ground. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go!
On second down, Anderson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to win.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. and good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
The last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Thompson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, Taylor steps away to his left. Past the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Panthers have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. He's going to let this one go deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Airing one out for Crowder.
And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the interception by the Redskins indeed leads to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Able to get away. Buying time to his left. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julius Peppers in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, is still...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Thomas Davis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On second down, here's Taylor. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to work. Back now at FedEx Field. Taylor now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Slow. Z.
2nd and 10. It's Taylor again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Z.
On 3rd down, Taylor forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Jordan Reed has it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Thompson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, it's Thompson, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gotta go.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And now another one thrown incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Come on, come on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a shot for... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. 20! Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A gain of 39 that time. To throw is Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Julius Peppers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On third and goal, Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Blue. Hurry.
Now Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Let's go.
On first down, Trubisky that escapes the sack. And now he's swallowed up and taken down. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hurry.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now Trubisky on third and long. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now Taylor on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks him, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 3rd and 2, now Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a 1st. Taylor going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were...